everyone, my name is Heather Autumn and welcome to my channel. So this is a little bit different. Obviously I'm not on camera, but I have been watching some other YouTubers and this was just a different style that I wanted to try. And there's my cats. But I wanted to kind of just take a moment away from the camera and give you more of a peaceful moment. Lately I've been feeling kind of burnt out, and so I just wanted to take kind of a peaceful evening and show you more of like what my life looks like when no one's around. So yeah, today I'm going to show you how to make Irish beer cheese soup in honor of St. Patty's Day. I know this video is a little bit late, but it's still pretty fun. If you like this style, let me know, because I'm really curious to hear about what you guys think. So I think today too was affected by my mood. It's kind of cold and rainy out, so I'm making some tea. So this recipe is very simple. It's really easy to put together. Please don't be intimidated by the ingredients list. I know it seems like a lot, but chances are you probably have a lot of these things already, like mustard and butter and chicken stock and flour. So yeah, let's get started. So here I have all of my ingredients assembled. You can see I have some beer back there. I have some carrots and celery, my bacon, and some really high quality cheeses. I was told that it's best to get these not grated, and while that's an extra step and kind of a pain, it's to just keep the flavors all nice and fresh. I have to admit, it's been kind of nice to kind of record and not speak to the camera, especially on a day when I wasn't feeling my most chipper, because I don't know, sometimes I feel a little dishonest in front of the camera because I will be putting on a brave front, but sometimes I'm dealing with something emotionally or mentally, or sometimes I'm just tired. And so I felt like today, rather than pushing it and being something I'm not, maybe just to film, enjoying, and being in the moment. I've actually been watching a lot of Studio Ghibli, and I don't know why those kind of just help me to focus on just everyday life being beautiful. And so that was another thing I tried to focus on while I was cooking. So for these cheeses, what you want to do is you have to grate them, and I tried to like take a little bit of a shortcut and just chop them really finely, and it was okay. I have an immersion blender, which you'll see. It kind of helped me to make sure that the soup was smooth, but if you don't have one of those, I would say grating is probably your best friend in ensuring that your cheese is going to be all nice and melted in your soup and not come out as clumps. You can see me here cheating. Obviously I'm chopping it up instead of grating it, and this wasn't bad, but not the best either. So I have 4 ounces of Gruyere and 8 ounces of the cheddar. And then you're going to use half of an onion. And you want to finely chop that. Next, you want to put your heat on medium. And in your pan, you want to cook around 8 slices of bacon. My pan was a little small, so I kind of had to fold them until they were small enough to unfold and then cook all the way through. I usually just cook a whole bunch, but this is a topping. So if you don't even like bacon, or you don't plan to put bacon on top of your soup, you don't have to cook it. but I do use the drippings in the soup. It really does add another level of flavor, something to consider. Next, you want to add your butter and have that all melt down. And then you want to add your half an onion and your carrots and your celery, and just give that a good stir. So once your vegetables are all soft and cooked down a little, you want to add some garlic. Now, as I've said in previous videos, I really like garlic, so I usually add a little bit more than is in the instructions. And then you're going to add some flour and coat all of your vegetables in that. Once those are all coated, you want to add in your lager. So this is an Irish lager. It's called Harp, and it's a really good beer. I like drinking it. And I tried to pour over the back of my spoon to cut down on just the foaminess of it. It kind of worked, but I got a 6-pack, and it will require 2 bottles from that 6-pack, which means you have enough to drink with your meal. Then you're gonna add your chicken stock. As well as your heavy cream. And you're just gonna mix that all together. You're gonna wanna heat it up till it's simmering but not boiling, and you wanna continue to stir it so that the cream and stuff doesn't scorch the bottom. Then I use my immersion blender just to make sure it's a real smooth consistency. From there, I add in my Gruyere, as well as my Irish cheddar. You also want to add some nutmeg in. As well as some yellow mustard. After that, if you want to blend it one more time, you can, or you can serve it up just like I'm doing. To garnish, you can add a parsley leaf or some parsley in general. You can sprinkle it with bacon, as well as putting in heavy cream, which I didn't do. And here's the finished result. When I say that this soup was so good and it was perfect for such a rainy, cold evening, it had that nice rich texture from the cheese and a hint of the beer. I had a Fun Spot glass. If you didn't see that episode, I encourage you, I'll link it below. But I got this glass from the world's largest arcade, and it was a great beer glass. It is a great beer glass. But the lager and the soup, it was just a great combination. Like I said, I've been watching a lot of Studio Ghibli. This is one of my favorite movies. It's called Spirited Away. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. And yeah, so it was just a quiet, rainy evening in. It was nice to relax. So if you like this style of video, let me know in the comments below. Like always, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It all helps my channel, and it lets you know when the new video will come out. I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.